It's Ashley, your Teen Services Librarian here at the Southfield Public Library. And I'm here today to bring you the next installment in our game show, What's My Title? Today I have with me, as always, Michelle and Corey. So in case you missed our previous episodes, how you play What's My Title is myself and the other youth librarians will give each other a few vague hints or clues, 3 to be exact, and we'll try and guess what book the other librarian is talking about based on those few clues. All right, so I'm going to go first, and my first clue is, trying to find it, it's a little big, so it is this.
Oh, baseball bat.
And is this a JFIC or?
No, it's a YA book, so it's a YA title. And another word for a bat might be it's a little bit of a stretch. So think of it, it's not a bat, but
Still for baseball?
Yeah, it's not a baseball bat. Think of it something else, like another word for that. If I were to hit you over the head, you might say I
Clonked you?
Nailed?
Clocked me?
Clocked?
I don't know.
go with the C word. It starts with a C.
Clobbered?
If I was a caveman, I might have a
Club.
yeah,
Club.
a club. That's our
Good job,
first.
Michelle. So it's about a club.
Oh, I did my clues out of order. I have to edit this real quick. Clue number 1. Yeah, so our first clue is a club, but it's in quotation marks. So it's like, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
And so then my next clue, I should have done this in a different order, is a picture.
Oh, Henry VIII.
It's Henry VIII.
Oh.
Is that he's a king or is it him specifically?
But so it's him specifically, but you'll notice that he's like holding a skateboard and wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, I saw the sunglasses.
So he's like a cool hip version of Henry VIII. You might say a modernized version.
Uh-oh. Does he have a lot of wives in this modern version too?
Girlfriends, not wives.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't.
All right.
Okay.
And
So
then
it's a modern day king situation with a club.
Yeah. So like, what could a modern king be? In like in like a YA setting.
The most popular kid in school kind of thing?
Yeah, that kind of thing. So if you're the most popular kid in your high school, you might be we'll leave that into my third clue, which is another picture.
Oh.
A dead prom queen.
Yeah.
This is
our Halloween episode, so I wanted to go with something a little.
I have an author guess. Could it be a Meg Cabot book?
It is not a Meg Cabot book. It's a little bit newer than a lot of hers.
Okay. Huh.
I think this came out like a year and a half, 2 years ago, so it might be a little bit newer.
Is it like the Gentleman's Guide?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
You guys know how much I love that book, and so it makes sense.
Is it that Beauty series?
I don't know. Beauty series. No, it's not a series, so I know it's not.
No, it's not a series. Huh.
But it has zombies.
No.
Zombies.
There's no zombies. The queens just died. They're just dead queens in it.
They're just dead queens.
It's a dead homecoming queen.
Oh, dead homecoming queens. Oh gosh, I have no idea.
Me either.
It's not a mystery. It's actually kind of a comedy. Our book is called The Dead Queen's Club, which is why I had the book called that. And it's kind of like a little bit of a retelling of the story of Henry VIII. So our main character is named Annie, and she's from Cleveland, so she goes by the nickname Cleves. And she has to move to a new town her senior year, which would be a huge bummer, except her good friend from summer camp, Henry, lives in this new town, and he's kind of like he's like this kind of perfect guy. He's really smart, he's handsome, he's really athletic. The only downsides to dating Henry is that a lot of his ex-girlfriends either disappear or fall off the face of the earth, or they die in suspicious explosions. And so Annie Cleves is trying to figure out what has happened to these girls, why they just don't hang around town after they break up with Henry, why a couple of them have died. And because she dated Henry at some point, briefly, very briefly, she's a little worried herself because what's happening to all of these ex-girlfriends. And so that is The Dead Queen's Club by Hannah Capin. It's really funny. It's like kind of like a dark comedy. So I definitely recommend Dead Queen's Club.
Sounds funny.
All right, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Okay, Shari.
All right. I didn't do a Halloween. I didn't think about that, but.
I thought of it like literally 2 seconds ago. So.
All right. Well, it's a J fiction.
Okay.
And this is my first clue.
Is it sign language?
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay.
Second clue?
So does one of the characters, is one of the characters deaf?
Actually, multiple characters.
Okay.
Ready for clue number 2?
Yes. Is that a cruise ship?
It is.
Huh.
So we've got deaf characters on a cruise ship in a JFIC.
Correct.
So is it a cruise or are they like traveling to some?
No, it is indeed a cruise.
It's a cruise, okay.
Are you ready for the final clue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you see him? He's kind of small.
Is it the fact that it's a Pez dispenser or is it?
No, it's what's on the Pez dispenser.
Is it a sheep? I can't really tell.
He's kind of hard to see, but it's actually a beluga whale. It's actually a whale. Whale's the important part.
A whale.
Yeah.
Is it like a Moby Dick retelling?
No.
Oh, that would be interesting.
So there's a whale.
There's a
Are they
cruise.
is it like a research cruise? Like, are they
Nope, it's just a regular
old cruise?
an old cruise.
Huh.
It won a lot of awards. If that's a little bit of a clue, a couple years ago. It's not very old.
I was thinking like the ones by Leviathan, but those are really old. That whale talk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, that would have been a good guess, Michelle. This actually involves a real honest to goodness whale. It's not just a metaphor, it's a real whale.
What kind of whale?
Or
Or they do say that way.
a big one.
A big one. Is it like a blue whale? Or is it like a whale?
I can't remember what kind of whale he is.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Yeah, I
don't know the
think
answer to this one. I would have to ask the color of the book.
Yeah. What color is it?
It is a very blue book.
Huh.
It's very blue. There's a lot of water going on.
What does the author's last name start with? What's the first letter?
Okay.
It's J fiction, you said?
It is indeed. We actually even have 2 copies. So it's a very popular book.
Okay.
We both did that at the exact same time, Michelle.
I don't know. I have to say I give up.
Yeah, this is
All
like
right.
really
I was actually on a award, as my colleagues know, called the Odyssey Award, that goes to the best audiobook for birth through 18. And this was an honor. It is amazing on audio. It is Lynn Kelly's Song for a Whale.
Okay, I've not heard of this book.
Oh, well, you need to.
Well, apparently, yeah.
It's an incredible book about a young girl named Iris who's in an all-hearing school. She's the only deaf student. She's trying to convince her mother to let her go to a school with other deaf students, but her parents, especially her mother, want her to make it in the hearing world. And they have a really hard time with Iris being deaf. And her grandmother is always also deaf and is struggling because she just lost her husband. So when Iris is introduced online to Blue 52, is it 52 or is it 55? I think it's Blue 55. He's a real whale. You can look him up online. He has his very own song that no one else can understand. And Iris is determined to find Blue. She's come up with a way to communicate, a song to communicate with him. Hence the cruise that she and her grandmother sneak off on, unbeknownst to her parents, to get to Blue 55 in Alaska. So if you want to find out if she is able to speak with Blue 55, please do yourself a huge favor and listen to or read Song for a Whale by Lynn Kelly. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
So on the audiobook, do we hear Blue 55's song?
The author chose to leave it out, and we had a big discussion about that because I think there's, because Iris didn't really hear it because she was deaf.
Oh, okay.
The author wanted you to have Iris's experience because I felt that way too. I was missing it too until that was pointed out to me.
You thought about it that way. Okay.
So it's interesting. A lot of times I've seen these National Geographic type shows, and they talk about how when divers are in the water with whales and dolphins, they can feel the clicking and they can feel like the song go through their body. Like they feel the sensation of the sound, like when you listen to speakers and you can sometimes feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Do they talk about in the book that she feels the whales?
They
absolutely like Beethoven composed. Is he like cut the legs off his piano so he could feel the vibrations, or is that like not true?
Okay.
I don't know.
They absolutely do talk about feeling the vibrations and how she can feel his song. And that's why she relates to him, because she feels like nobody can understand her.
Cool.
So she really is on a mission. She feels like this whale and she are kindred spirits. And her grandmother is a great character too. And she really finds herself on this cruise. She gets into like the karaoke and stuff. So it's an amazing book on a lot of levels.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, Michelle, you're up. Hopefully we can get it.
All right. So here is my first hint. The main character is a romantic dreamer at heart. This gets in the way of real life every day. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and reality rarely matches her imagination. So that's a little bit about the main character.
Okay. Is this a J fiction, Michelle?
Oh, so we have it in our tween fiction collection here.
Okay. Does she literally wear her heart on her sleeve? Like, is there like a manifestation of that, or is it just her personality?
No, it's just her personality. So my second hint is the name of her best friend, and here is a illustration that someone did of a character with that same name.
Is that Artemis?
No, but it is a Greek goddess.
Athena?
Nope, it's a huntress.
I
Oh.
thought Artemis was the huntress. Wait, who?
It could be that one is Greek and one is Roman. This could be the
Okay.
Roman.
We have to go back to our Percy Jackson and reread.
Yeah.
So what's the character's name?
Diana.
Diana.
Diana. And then, so I have a third hint, and this may just give it away.
Is it
I
House?
think I know this one.
Okay, is it Anne of Green Gables?
Anne of Green
It
Gables.
is one of Green Gables.
Yay!
Good job. So this is the copy that we currently have here at the library. It has this beautiful cover. And it's a small, easy to hold book, which is always so nice. And it's got these cute illustrations inside. So Anne is this girl who she's an orphan, and she seems to have everything in the world going against her. She's an orphan. She has red hair. She's very emotional. She is a busy girl. When we first meet her, she's living in a house with a woman who seems to be a single mother and has kids everywhere who Anne is taking care of. Anne thinks she's finally going to be taken care of and adopted by a family. And she takes a train ride to this family. And when she arrives there, she finds out from Matthew, it's a brother and sister, Matthew, and his sister, whose name slips my mind right at the moment. And Matthew says, oh, my sister's not going to be happy. You were supposed to be a boy. So there's another thing going against poor Anne. She's supposed to be a boy. So the first part of the book is Anne proving that she's worthy of being loved and kept by this brother and sister. And also dealing with her school time issues and her friends. And she gets into all these scrapes and bumps because she just wants to be loved and love everyone in return, and she's got a really big heart. So I love this book, and I hope you will too. That's Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery.
All right. So that was our latest installment of What's My Title? So just a reminder that the books we recommended are The Dead Queens Club by Hannah Capin. Shari had A Song for a Whale, right?
Song for a Whale.
And Michelle had Anne of Green Gables. So we hope you enjoyed this episode of What's My Title? Remember, if you want more book recommendations, you could always send an email to the youth librarians at youth@southfieldlibrary.org, or you can go to our website and fill out the form for a reading recommendation there. We look forward to seeing you hopefully soon inside the library. Who knows? But thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.